to get centered so I can stop wiggling.
Come on, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Basic Chat, where we talk about all of that. And I don't know what other words I'm going to say.
Wait, what's that dance? They be like, hey. What is this shit? Did I just make, I swear I saw, whose choreography is that?
Let me find out you're a trendsetter. Made it up on the spot.
Stomies. When she was like in Birthday, the choreography, the background dancers. That's where I got that from. Period. Anyways, if you know, you know. If you watch Birthday.
I'm trying to
remember.
remember.
I didn't make it up. I'll show you later. But they be like, this shit is so cute. Okay.
Anyways, hi. We are back with another episode. And today we're going to be touching on mainly like 3 different topics. We're going to be talking about our lovely MewTul, because Tul's birthday just passed and I thought it was the cutest thing, the interactions between them. We're going to be talking about Noeul because he had an interview with, I hope I say this right, Mirror. It's
probably it was just Mirror and that was it.
You know what? It is. It definitely is. But the way that it looks on the screen, it makes me want to pronounce the ROR separate from the MIR.
He said mirror.
Mirror.
And then said, I hope I'm saying this right.
Ignore me. It's been a long week.
That was funny.
It's been a long week.
That was funny.
I was like, mirror. Anyways, Mirror. Talking about how, you know, he got into his character as Rain in Love in the Air, and, you know, what he thinks about the LGBTQIA plus community. And what was the other thing? How his parents feel, and him, you know, placing himself within the community. So, and then we're also going to talk about a new development. Seunghan.
I'm already about to crash out.
The whole controversy with Seunghan and embarrassment.
Embarrassment, like.
And the bullshit that has gone on in the last couple of days for us. But anyways, if you want the tea, join the chats. Get into it, Basic Bays.
You ain't got no choice. You already here, so.
So just come on. Share with your friends. Get some popcorn. Sit down. All right. Join the chat.
Spill the tea.
Oh my god.
Join the chat.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Wait, what was that episode of Family Guy when Stewie had to like teach that girl how to speak without like an accent?
I don't remember that.
She was like British, and he was like say hello, governor, and then she was like, and then like. I was like, oh my God, why is it so aggressive? Like, why is this whole bit so aggressive? And then
But the crazy thing is, though, Stewie got a British accent.
No, Stewie has like a
Maybe sounded.
I don't know. It's like some accent. It's not
Maybe
British.
It's just like old English. Like old English.
Like a good old Anglo-Saxon, okay?
Yeah, type accent.
I don't know. I can't remember what Seth MacFarlane said Stewie's like accent is. It's
y'all
like
gonna have me Googling that later.
I don't know. But anyways, that's what that reminded me of. Anyways, we're gonna talk about MewTul being whole boyfriends and just living life to the fullest.
Cute as fuck.
Tul's birthday was what, last week?
Yeah.
And
something like either last week or the Yeah, just last week. I was going to say the week before last, but no, it was last week.
And Mew posted this very cute little post with all of these pictures of him and Tool. Yes. It was just, it made my heart so warm because I love seeing representation of my people being loud and proud. I just love seeing
They're so adorable. And, like the little confession of love in your little birthday post. Like, no.
And then Tool commented under there and he was like, thank you so much, T-Rock. Like, I was like, not darling. He said darling. He said Pookie, baby boy.
Child. And they were like, I love you more than you know. I'm like, ew.
I was like, oh my God. Y'all are really
I love it. I need to watch their vlogs on their YouTube channel.
You know what?
What?
I'll talk to you about it afterwards. Because I just thought of something. When you mentioned that, I was like, ooh, period. Anyways.
Wait, what?
I was like, ooh, when you mentioned their vlogs, I was like, ooh, period.
Oh, okay.
So, you know. But anyways, no, they are just so cute. And I love seeing them live confidently and loudly. Yeah. And I love seeing them live this because they want to, because they are comfortable sharing this with the world, not because people were, pressuring them because they were like, oh, this is a stunt. This is a media stunt. And I'm like, y'all are really weird because when like queer folk are actually being queer folk.
So much to say.
Y'all got so much to say. But now what y'all got to say? Nothing.
Look, because now y'all mighty quiet. There's not a peep. Not a peep.
Nada. We looked at the Twitter report last week, and a lot of y'all deactivated y'all's accounts because y'all got called out. Period.
Y'all should, to be honest. A lot of y'all need to deactivate and go away.
But no, it's just really heartwarming to see, and I love, and I hope I hope more people become
comfortable and confident.
Being open, and that kind of segues us into talking about Noeul. What's his first name? Noeul Nuttarat. Yeah. And his interview with Mirror, which was really a nice conversation between him and the interviewer. He talked about him getting into the character as Rain, and we all know Rain was crazy.
Rain was my everything. I love Rain.
Rain is the type of person who's like, they're not too smart. Not too smart.
He was so innocent.
No, okay. You know what? He was book smart. He's not street smart. There's a difference.
Yeah, he wasn't that book smart either. He was forced to study for a whole 5 just so he could pass. My boy was never turning his projects in on time, ever. But I love you though.
That don't mean he won't smart.
I said he just wasn't that. He had a little bit.
He
is so.
Child. No, but he was an interesting character. He was just very chaotic and very. One thing I did like about Rain's character was that he was very forthcoming with his feelings about things. It wasn't. Yeah. If you had to guess what Rain was feeling, you might have needed to do some inner seeking retrospective because you would always know how this man feels because
he wore it on his sleeve, on his face, in his actions,
like you could read Rain like a book.
A book. You could tell he was mad, sad, worried. It took nothing.
Yes, and I thought Noeul did so well playing his character.
He did.
But Noeul goes on to talk about how he got in to character for Rain and what it felt like playing a character who kind of fought with his bi or pansexuality. And just to like preface, bisexuality and pansexuality are not the same thing. I think we need to clarify that a little bit, just because whenever, like me personally, whenever I say bi or pan, I always leave that open, because a bi person defines themselves as definitely like liking the two, like male and female, but
it's like specific,
cis male or female, you know. Whereas a pansexual person will date like trans people, will date like non-binary people.
They're all about like connections more so, like there's no I swear the vibrate on this damn phone is ridiculous. I swear I heard your phone just skedaddle across the desk.
It's ridiculous. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna put it on my bed. That way you can hear it.
It said burn.
It said wah. But
oh my God.
Pan people, like, they don't have like a limiter to you know who they love. It's just it's based off of, you know, how they vibe with that person. But he talks about like how getting into that character kind of was pretty easy to him, because it's similar to his situation in real life. Like he talked about his dad and his mother, you know, being like, hey, if whoever you bring home, male or female, whatever, as long as Noel's happy,
I love
Noel's
that support.
happy. Right, because
love that support.
As a parent, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I get being stuck in your ways and having to relearn something that's different. But while you're relearning and trying to understand that, I feel like you should not condemn your children or condemn the people around you.
Yeah.
Especially because it don't affect you. It really don't affect you.
Because it's like, I understand being worried because, you know, the world cannot be that kind sometimes. So I can understand being worried for your kid or whatever, but you still can't tell them what to do.
Right.
At the end of the day, like, it's their path, their journey, whatever. And all you can do is just support. Just be supportive.
Just support your kids.
The same way you wanted your parents to be when you were growing up. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Talk about it. And, but yeah, he was talking about his parents being very supportive. And then he goes on to kind of solidify not something that wasn't known, because he's been very vocal about him not necessarily being a straight person, especially in his lives. But he just like solidified like, hey, I don't limit myself to whether or not somebody is a guy or a girl. I don't. There's enough Noel to go around.
Right.
I was like, period.
There's enough Noel to go around.
I was like,
please,
period.
It's not chocolate.
I was like, period.
He said, I'm dessert.
I'm in line.
Take a piece. Take
a number. Period.
I'm fucking weak.
Like, take a number. Let me mix. But no, I think that's really great, and I emphasize this, and I hope people understand that. I know a lot of people, especially in the BL community, are so like, we need queer people to do this, queer people to do that. But I think that this and MewTul are perfect examples of when you create a space that's welcoming, that's not pressuring, that's not stressful for especially queer people to be themselves and not be afraid to be themselves. That type of information becomes known without it being said. It's just people like, when you create a space where, like, you know, you make a friend, he happens to be a guy, and like, you know, y'all are talking and you're like, oh, do you have anybody significant? And he's like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend. It should never be a issue of like, oh, it should be, you know, just oh, okay, cool.
Just
like, are we gonna meet him?
Okay.
Like, okay, period. Are we gonna meet him?
What's their name?
What's their name? there needs to be like normacy like that's added on top of this. And I think, yes, we should celebrate, but the more that we start seeing this type of thing and the more that we create this atmosphere of acceptance, and
more people will be like, okay.
Yeah.
And they'll feel, and that's not to say that like you have to tell people or you have to whatever, because that's your timing, that's your business, like your journey.
Right.
But like you said, when you create a space like that, it makes people feel like, okay, it's okay if I tell them, it's okay. Like they'll still accept me, they'll love me, like all of that.
Yeah.
Y'all can't pressure people into it. Like
just
that's not how it works.
Because I think it's so nice when you just talk about something with someone and it's not a big deal. Because it, in your head, especially like I can only speak from my experience, but I think the only person really in my life when I came out, or fun fact, I came out as bisexual first. That didn't last long.
I'm weak.
I think in my head it was like me trying to like soften the blow. So like the first person I came out to was my best friend Sonia. And I was like, girl, I was like literally crying. I was like, girl, I'm bisexual. And she was like, and she was like, okay, and
she's like, next topic.
Like, basically, it was just like, tell me something controversial. Like,
yeah. Like, I thought you were gonna tell me you got arrested or something.
Right.
Like, okay.
Like, okay, and like, good for you.
Yeah.
But I think when it's like that, because in my head, I was like, oh. Okay. Well, so then when I like actually started like discovering myself, because this was in college when no lies, it was sophomore year of high school. College is when I was like, when I finally was like, the whole bisexual thing is not,
so
it's
about
not
that.
non-existent. Non-existent.
He said it's not the tea.
It's not the tea. And I'm not a 5-star gay. I done had girlfriends before, and I've done things with girls before, and it just wasn't my tea. The tea wasn't high. It wasn't flavorful.
That joke is so funny to me when people be like, I'm a platinum or I'm a 5-star.
Like, it just wasn't the tea. It wasn't the tea. Like, I love my girlies. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are wonderful queens. All of you, don't matter what you are. But it wasn't for me. We could be friends. Besties even. Sisters even. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
But that's it.
He said, but
that's it. That's all. That's all. But no.
Look at me.
Look at me. That is so funny.
But he also talked about like gender diversity, which I think was really cool. He said, if I'm comfortable being with someone, I don't focus on whether they're a woman or a man, just that person makes my heart flutter. It's my safe zone. I can be with anyone as long as I'm happy with them. And I'm like, boy, you better talk about it.
Because that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Is that you feel safe with whoever you're with. Y'all can enjoy every moment together. It does not matter. Like, that's really what it's all about.
Like, whether it's a significant other, whether it's just a friend. Because, I mean, that's a whole nother topic with, like, you know, people seeing on the opposite gender as only, like, a dating thing and not, like, being able to be friends with them.
Like, that's not 100% true.
And I'm like, open your mind. Open your mind.
Like, y'all know y'all have some platonic friendships out there. Quit playing.
Yeah. Like, it's okay to have, like, be a guy and have a girlfriend. And it's okay to be a girl and have a guy friend.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. But,
I need to close some apps. My computer talking about it's finna die. Hold on.
You say your computer's about to die?
I just got a notification talking about your computer said it has a heavy load.
Okay, girl.
I'm like, all right. Okay, I just had to close some apps down so that way it wouldn't mess up.
Come on, heavy load.
Yeah, my laptop's so old.
Child, a new one is needed. Glad that Noel was comfortable sharing a lot of this stuff with us.
Yeah.
And yeah, but moving on.
Y'all better be nice to him. Don't play with him. Don't play with him, you go through me.
You go through the community. But our last little topic, child.
Yeah. Real quick, cause I'm not trying to get pissed off all over again. Cause this situation is so stupid. Like, it's stupid, it's embarrassing, it's a joke. It's like
it's such a it's so hypocritical. Somebody pointed this out on Twitter. And they were like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, so crazy that y'all, and I don't want to say everybody, I don't want to generalize, but a good handful, a good gallery of fans, like, as soon as something comes out about, a idol being a bully when they were in high school and stuff like that, which is not good. It's definitely not good.
No, it's not cute.
It's not cute. It's not. Now, I don't know if y'all heard while I was talking, but she came by my room and she was like, quiet it down, but you hear her downstairs being real loud.
He said,
okay, family, I'll call out family too. I don't care. Anyways, like, they were like, it's real funny that y'all are quick to call out bullies when they're idols, but for somebody who just had a girlfriend, which is normal, smoked, which he was of age,
normal.
It was normal.
Y'all be dragging cigarettes.
Y'all
I know you do.
Y'all bullied him into submission.
That shit is so ass backwards to me. So, like, if an idol bullies somebody, no, that's a no-no. But y'all, a whole group of y'all, can bully somebody out of their job. Make it make sense. Like, honestly, you can't even make sense to me. I don't even care what your reasoning is. Don't tell me. Shut up. Like, I don't even care.
The fans have too much power. The fans have too much power. It's like, there needs to be a boundary. There needs to be a boundary. Yeah. There needs to be a precedent set. And it's going to take time, because it's going to take more and more of these companies standing up and standing with their artists and being like, and I think it's so unfair too. I think it's so unfair that these people are debuting at young ages, right?
Yeah.
Like in RIIZE, if I don't think we said who we were talking about.
Oh yeah, RIIZE. Sorry, y'all.
RIIZE and the Seunghan like thing. But
yeah,
I think it's so unfair that these people are debuting like younger and younger, right? And I think he's not the maknae. Anton is the maknae. And I think Anton is like 17, 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
They're still learning about the world and still learning, but it's like there's no room to make regular mistakes that people make.
Mistakes, like regular. Especially when they're like 15, 16. And I'm like, y'all are allowing these people to berate like these teenagers.
Yeah. And it's not even mistakes. It's just you're not allowing them to like live a teenage life.
Yeah.
Like they can't date. They can't like go out with their friends. They have to be like so married to this job. And to be honest, I think a lot of times it's like this culture of if you work hard, you'll get somewhere. But we've seen time and time again as many K-pop groups that debut in a year.
Yeah.
This whole like your job is your job and only your job, that's your whole life type of thing. No,
it's crazy.
I don't believe that gets you anywhere. Like, because like with virality, it doesn't. Like with virality and success, that stuff is a lot of it is luck. Like, you have to be in the right place at the right time. You have to have the right things going for you, because if working hard was the only thing that would ever get somebody somewhere, everybody would be successful. The people that worked hard. Right.
Yeah.
But there are people that work their whole lives and get nowhere. So
there's still people that have like paid hella flowers and they still like,
you know,
it don't matter.
So
it's
like,
just, it's unfortunate. Like, I'll just say it's unfortunate, like, situation that they're being put in just because they want to follow their dream or their passion. Yeah.
It's like you don't give people a place to grow as a person. They're growing as an artist. Yeah. And I guess that's why a lot of this stuff too comes off very ingenuine, because you ain't experienced none of this, because the company don't let you experience none of it. They don't let you do anything. You don't do nothing.
And to be honest, with this company doing what they did, you're really telling these toxic fans that if you don't like something, all you have to do is this, and we'll listen every single time. It doesn't matter. Yep. Like, it does not matter.
And there's always money involved. There's always money involved. So I don't believe that there had to be something else that caused this. There had to be something else that caused SM to be so adamant about putting this boy on hiatus for having a girlfriend and for smoking. And then to bring him back, which was the evil part, to bring him back. And then 48 hours later, he's gone because of the outpour of negative like responses that he got. And granted, in the grander scheme of things, the negative response he got and the love he got, like, it was a very small amount of people that give you hello. But it's like when you're in that type of position, in his position, you can see all the good comments, all the great comments, all the love. But the bad comments are what are highlighted. The bad comments are what are like pushed to the front. And it's not just the bad y'all should have
thought about that.
Yeah, it's not just the bad people.
You decided to bring him back.
That it's not just them that are pushing those bad comments to the front. It's the people who are supportive of him highlighting the bad comments and, like, you know, fighting back against them. That pushes them to the like front. He gonna see him anyways. So it's like, I don't blame Seunghan. Like, if he truly was like the one that decided, I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna leave the group permanently, like, I don't blame him, because I don't know if I would be able to handle.
My camera's about to cut off.
Oh. Okay.
But no, I agree with you. I agree with you, though. I don't blame him for leaving. I just feel like SM, I'm just gonna say it, SM, like, you could have did a way better job of, like, because personally, you saw the backlash before you put him on hiatus. So I feel like they should have already prepared for that. Yeah. So if you were going to bring him back, that should have already been in your forefront, that this could be a potential outcome. How are we going to move forward? Could have talked to him and be like, are you prepared to deal with this? Are you okay to deal with this? Like, what is tea? But to bring him back and then seconds later or whatever, however long later, be like, JK. Like, I'm like, I feel like it was a waste of time. One. I don't know. It just, you could have kept it. Yeah. You could have kept it if it was going to be that easy to take it back.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, oh my God. Yes. Yes. Okay. I say, okay. All right.
Keep it very cutesy.
Anyways,
but yeah, that's all I had to say.
But yeah, see, my whole train of thought is,
it left. It's okay. It's okay.
But no, I think for me, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten to this point because SM decided to not stand behind this guy in the beginning.
From the very beginning.
From the very beginning. Because it's totally different if your company is like, look, you did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. We know how the fans are. We know how the fans are. I mean, we already know the companies talk about the fans like that because if y'all didn't, it wouldn't be a price gouge. But you know how the fans are. You're gonna face a lot of like, you know, hate for this because of that. But we're behind you and we're backing you and we're not gonna leave you high and dry. Instead, y'all did the same exact thing y'all did with Lucas, put them on a hiatus, and then come to find out, oh, they're leaving.
Like tee.
Like tee.
Yeah.
So, we both wish Seunghan the best. Hopefully he, you know, if he decides not to come back into the industry, like, hey, do not blame me, baby boy.
That's your choice.
That's your choice. Don't blame you because this shit right here, I would have been done. I would have been done when they decided to put me on hiatus for normal things.
Exactly. Yeah. There's way more important things than having to deal with that situation. So I can understand if you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Completely understand.
But if he does and he ends up debuting somewhere else, like if he to be honest, if he like debuts under SM, I would not support because it's like I don't want to support any SM like artists anymore. And that's what's crazy because my favorite bands, my two favorite bands are from SM. Red Velvet and EXO are my two. Like those are like that's where I grew up in K-pop. But like this shit just makes me
like.
But you know what's
I'm so turned off.
You know what's actually good? Okay, because most of EXO is like then left SM. Period.
Yeah.
JORDIE leaving SM.
True that.
Period.
True that.
Period.
So.
But it just makes me not want to support SM artists and give SM money because they obviously don't care about the international fans because somebody pointed it out. Somebody made a really good point and they were like, to advertise this boy group as being a normal and relatable boy group, right?
Yeah.
That was their whole shtick. They were normal and relatable. Anton posting chronically online. Anton is posting memes all the time. They're interacting with the fans. They're stitching like fans TikToks about them. They're doing fans like dance challenges that like fans made up for them. They're like talking to them on live and stuff like that. Just being super, super accessible and like, you know, but then when one of them does something that a normal and relatable guy does, like have a girlfriend or like, you know, teen smoke, like
it's like, oh my God.
It's like, oh my God, that's too far. That's too far. You can't be that normal and relatable. You're an idol.
Don't be that normal.
It's like, what? And then you want to appeal to a global audience, but you penalize somebody because internationally, him having a girlfriend, him smoking is nothing. Like, nobody cares.
Nothing.
Nobody cares.
Do we want to do a side-by-side?
like nobody cares. If anything, we over here like, okay, period.
And we still be having our little parasocial relationships, but they can be with somebody, whatever.
Period. We're like, okay, and but for some reason, it's like I get the whole respectability and like you have to have a perfect clean slate in Korea and stuff like that. Like that's just the culture, that whatever.
Yeah.
But again, you're pushing this group as a global group, and that's what somebody gets kicked out of the group for. And
then don't even listen to your global fans. It's supposed to be a global, like an international global group, but it's not taking into consideration. Like, it's like, okay.
Somebody said y'all better only promote in Japan, China, and Korea from now on, because you done really lost like y'all,
I
this
feel
whole
so
thing,
bad for the other members too.
No, yeah.
Like, damn.
This whole thing that made a huge dent in their global like pool. Like people globally don't, and there's like some K-nets and stuff, like even there's some international fans being like, man, the international like fans have no backbone. In a week they'll be back on their music and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what? No. Cause like me personally, I deleted all of RIIZE music.
Me too.
You know, it hurts because I every single song that RIIZE has come out with.
I can't support it because I'm like, this is so messy.
Like I hate like, and the thing is, it's been piling up for me because it's like the thing with Taeil, the like, you know, there's been a lot of like controversy in the past with SM, and I'm like, and everybody has their controversies, but it's like SM handles these things so horribly, and they just let people do things, and they let people do horrible things, but they get a pass and they get to continue. Whereas this 21-year-old boy was being a 20-year-old. Well, at the time, I think he was still in his teenager, but he was being a teenager. And
it's like, what the heck? It kind of like me when I like deleted the music, it kind of reminded me like the Luna situation. I was like, I can't, because I feel like if I'm doing this, I'm supporting the company, and I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's like, if you really want to boycott,
when they're not taking care.
Right. If you really want to boycott, there was one person that tried to say, don't boycott RIIZE, boycott SM. And it's like, it's all connected. We talked about this before on one of our episodes. Like it's connected. It's like, if you're going to boycott, you have to boycott. Like you have to boycott. You can't be like, okay, I'm not going to support this group, but I'm going to support this other SM group, because it's like,
they're the same. You can't do that.
Either way, you're feeding into their pockets. They, you know, it's nothing for them to disband somebody and just be like, you know what, we're going to suck that up. But they're supporting all these other groups that haven't had a controversy, you know? So it's like, I'm done with this. Everything SM, like for me personally, everything SM I've taken off of and I've unfollowed, like, and blocked. Like, I'm just tired of it.
Can't do it.
It's crazy. Like, this was the straw that like broke the camel's back for me. So, but let us know your thoughts about the whole Seunghan situation. Let us know your thoughts about, you know, Noel's interview and the good things that we talked about in this podcast episode. Noeul and MewTul, show them some love as well in the comments. And
we'll see you in the next one. Cheese. I didn't call y'all that today, so I had to throw it in there.
She said, I didn't call you that. But yeah, make sure you follow all of the platforms and everything, and we will see you in the next episode. Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.